If you've watched real estate content on YouTube, you've probably seen videos that talk about homes you should never buy. I've seen plenty of those too. And according to many YouTube real estate gurus, deal breakers like too old homes, mold, and flood zones are hard passes. But are these really universal? Let's dig deeper and find out if those so called deal breakers really apply in the Bay Area. Hello, this is Boji He, your local Bay Area real estate expert with over 10 years of experience. If you enjoy my content or have real estate questions, don't forget to subscribe and reach out anytime. I have worked with countless buyers and sellers over the last 10 years, and I have seen it all. Let's break down these deal breakers and look at them thoroughly through the lens of Bay Area real estate. Plus, I'll share situations where you definitely should walk away, something that many YouTubers don't really talk about. So stick around. Internet Guru's Deal Breaker 1. Very old homes. Many videos warn against buying very old homes. Potential issues like foundation problems, electrical updates, plumbings, or asbestos are common arguments. Each of these issues of its own is also on their list as a separate deal breaker. So let's talk about them all here. While these concerns are real, in the Bay Area, it's not always a deal breaker if it's priced accordingly. In many markets where average home price is 300K to 400K, spending another 50K on repairs and upgrades might be too much. But here in the Bay Area, our average price point is 1.5 million. Many of the price neighborhoods have really old homes, such as Old Palo Alto, Hillsburg, Willow Glen, San Jose, Burlingame Park, San Francisco, Sea Cliffs, and Pacific Heights. The homes there are selling for millions of dollars because of its desirable location, not the house. All these issues can be taken care of for the right purchase price. Also remember, older homes and historic homes also have great selling features that new construction homes don't have. I've made another video explaining the pros and cons of older homes versus new build. Definitely check that out here in my channel. Moreover, a lot of the older homes in these price locations are generally well maintained, so it may not even have those deal breaker issues. Therefore, my take on this is don't automatically run away from older homes just because your favorite internet guru says so. But don't jump in blindly either. Take location into consideration, do the inspections, know what needs work, and protect yourself with a home warranty. Now, have you ever considered buying older homes or would you avoid it? Comment down below and let me know. Guru's deal breaker 2, flood zones. Yes, flood zones can be risky, and I send my thoughts to those impacted by Hurricane Milton. But here in the Bay Area, we don't just have flood risk. There's also earthquake, fire zones, and liquefactions. They can all cause a lot of damage and skyrocket your insurance. Should you avoid all these areas entirely? Well, millions of people live in places with natural hazards throughout history, and civilization thrives in spite of them. It's about understanding the risk and what the location offers before making your final decision. Therefore, my opinion is natural hazard is not an automatic no. It's just not preferred when you do have other options. But if not, I do have several videos in my channel that talk about what to do with flood zones, earthquake zones, liquefactions. Definitely check these videos out and get educated before deciding whether to buy in any of these natural hazard areas. What natural hazard would be a deal breaker for you? Is it flood, or is it earthquake, or is it liquefaction? Share in the comment. Guru deal breaker 3, mold issues. Now, mold is tricky. It's not always a deal breaker. Some type of mold are easy to handle, while others are serious. Be sure to get it inspected first. I've got a separate video where I go in depth on mold issue, so check that out for more details, link in the description. Guru deal breaker 4, flip homes. Most of these YouTuber videos caution against flip homes due to possibly bad workmanship. While this is a valid concern, I wouldn't run away immediately. I would do several research before making the final decision. I would look at what this home was like before the flip, get a list of repair and upgrade items from the seller to know about what they have done, check the permit history from the county's office to understand if all of the work have been done by licensed professionals. Definitely check each permit status too. Some flips are light cosmetic, which aren't much to worry about, while other projects are full on or even complete rebuild. These projects usually take much longer to complete and involves a lot of permits. So, for example, if you see a new roof, but you don't see a corresponding roof permit during that time frame, you have questions to ask the seller and the county's office. My take on this deal breaker is do extra due diligence. If the location is desirable, I would still consider it because in many Bay Area's location, a well-flipped homes can still be a great investment. So, before we get into my personal deal breakers, here's my takeaway with the above. In the Bay Area, where homes easily starting at $1.5 million, deal breakers are not always black and white. It's about balance. Old homes might be manageable. Natural hazards come with location perk, and flips aren't all bad if you do your research. At the end of the day, make sure the price reflects the risk and you know what you're getting yourself into. Having said that, here are several situations that I would absolutely not get myself into, nor would I recommend my clients to get into regardless. These are my personal deal breakers and I want to share them with you. Personal deal breaker number one, financial liability. I won't recommend any property with major financial liabilities. For example, severe code violation that comes with city fines. These can be a nightmare to deal with and can end up costing the next owner more than the house is worth. To learn more about unpermitted work done on a house and how to research, I have a full video about that in my channel, so definitely check that out. Personal deal breaker number two, large trees too close to the house. Large trees can cause major problems. Roots can damage foundation and sewer pipes, and some species are protected by law, meaning that you can't just cut them down because they are causing damage. Even if you can cut them down, a lot of these trees have grown so much that it's not only costly, but it's very difficult to deal with if it's too close to the house. I would not recommend to mess with this situation regardless of the property's location. Personal deal breaker three, environmental contaminations. If the property has environmental contamination, like hazardous materials, the cleanup is expensive and time consuming. Plus, sometimes as a new owner, that responsibility falls on you. So before buying a house, definitely go through the NHD reports, check GeoTracker websites and Superfund sites. Personal deal breaker four, zoning changes. Although this doesn't happen very often in the Bay Area, but it could and it has happened. Basically, when a residential zoning neighborhood is in the process of changing into a commercial zoning, more neighbors are selling their homes to developers. So gradually, you start seeing retail centers popping up left and right. Over time, there are only a few number of homes left in the neighborhood tucked among hotels, restaurants, and warehouses. When a neighborhood is going through such changes, the homes there are often hard for buyers to get a regular residential mortgage. Also, as the neighborhood is losing its original residential appeal, the future value of these homes are very uncertain. I would not buy these homes, just let the developers go after them. To check the zoning information before buying a home, you can look at the property's title report. Websites like Zillow and Redfin often have these informations. To learn more about the future zoning plans, I recommend you to check with the city's planning department. Now, you might be wondering why things like being too close to the main road, under flight path, or having an HOA didn't make my list, since these are also widely mentioned as deal breakers by the internet gurus on YouTube. Well, in my opinion, those are more about personal preferences than rather than real estate deal breakers. People buy these homes in all those situations all the time, and nothing wrong. Without knowing your situation and your needs, who am I to tell you what you should or should not do, right? That's why I feel compelled to make this video in response to most of these home buying deal breaker videos, which is mostly done by gurus copying from each other's contents anyways. At the end of the day, it all comes down to what fits your lifestyles and your home buying motivations. My job here is to provide you with all the information regardless so that you have enough knowledge to make your best decision. Anyways, what are your personal deal breakers when it comes to buying a home? I want to hear from you, so definitely comment down below. There you have it. If you're thinking of buying or selling homes in the Bay Area but have questions, feel free to reach out, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you like my videos. See you on the next one.